Hey guys, Django Fett here. So I am excited to do this and to react to the Willow trailer. But to think the Willow movie, which came out back in 1988, god damn, 34 years ago, it came out. Let me just check. Yeah, 34 years ago. And yeah, I watched it years later, of course, because I wasn't born at the time. But this movie has a special place in my heart. I love this movie, believe it or not. So one of these days, I'm gonna do a review of. I think I did a review on my channel. I probably did not, but I will touch base upon Willow one way or another. But a trailer for the Willow TV series was announced, and I was excited for that. And it's going to be releasing on Disney Plus later this year. Uh, Time flies, you know. But what's really cool about Willow is it's just a great classic fantasy movie. Because back in the time in the '80s, mainly it was the late '80s. You had Neverending Story, Legend, Willow. Movies like these where they had like there was just a bunch of these legend like fantasy movies that ended up being just instant classics and so memorable. Um, Labyrinth, of course. Uh, I mean, there's tons of them out there. They're so great and unique in their own right. And Willow is one of them, coming out in the late '80s. And what's really cool is directed by Ron Howard, and he's actually going to be doing the TV series as well. So it's going to be directed by him too, which is really cool. And I just kind of give you guys some other information here as well. But I do remember reading the fantasy novel and enjoying it, and it was adapted by Waylon Drew, who did it into a novel, and he provided additional background information to several characters, major characters of various additional scenes, which I do remember, including an encounter with the lake monster, which was filmed but ultimately not used in the movie. A segment of that scene's filmed material can be found in the DVD's making of Willow documentary. Unfortunately, the Willow is really hard to find for Blu-ray. It's really expensive, really hard to find. Good luck finding that. I'm sure DVD it's fine, but I would love to have a Blu-ray version of this. But it is on Disney Plus, so you can watch it on there. With that being said, we're going to discuss the television series, and then go more in depth when it comes to that.
There is a story of a child destined to be an empress, and the unlikely hero who would protect her.
Yeah.
There is a balance between all things. Light and shadow. Good and evil. When that balance is upset, the universe corrects.
The world needs you again. It needs your magic.
Into the unknown. That's where we must go.
Awesome. That looks great. Oh my god. Yeah, this looks awesome. I'm excited for this, man. I'm definitely giving it a like for sure. I'm going to turn off the audio and then take a look at these scenes. Sorsha. Okay, so I have to remember this movie as well because I didn't watch it in like a year or 2 years. Um, but Sorsha is Joanne Whaley. She was actually Sorsha. She was like the Val Kilmer's love interest at the time. She would turn villain into heroine. Um, but she's going to be in this movie, which is awesome. Hopefully Val Kilmer is in it as well. I'd like to see a small appearance. I know he's not going to be able to voice, his character, but Val Kilmer in the movie was just fucking awesome. I truly loved his performance in that. One of my favorite performances by Val Kilmer in that movie. I just love it. Love Val Kilmer. That was his glory days back in the day. Warwick Davis, who you guys know played as the Ewok character. Oh God, Wicket. Wicket. I was blanking on it in Return of the Jedi, and then the Ewoks movies. And I just think it is so incredibly awesome to see someone like Warwick Davis, an underrated actor, and just have his spotlight. Someone like heroes can come in all shapes and sizes, and to have a hero become like someone from his stature, his position, I should say, uh, to become like this hero, this main character, I think is awesome. So to give him also a TV series as well, not only just with the movie, but with a TV series where, he's kind of front and center with that, I think that's awesome. Now I have to read more into the TV series, but let's just do this real quick. Now I have to preface this by saying that there was novels after the Willow movie, and they were kind of like sequels to it. Fortunately, they did not do that path. It looks like so. In the beginning of these books, a couple of characters are actually killed off in the beginning, including Val Kilmer's character, and I think who else is it? Joanne Sorsha. I think they're killed off or something, which I didn't like. I was like, "What the? No thanks." So I didn't actually read those books, but I did read that in the beginning of one of them, and I was just like, no thanks. But they did hire Chris Claremont to adapt them into a series of books, and as you know, he's done the X-Men and Wolverine, comics for years and years, and he's a great writer, so that was pretty cool. So let's just read more into this television series because I'm really curious. The possibility of a TV series, expressed interest, green light by Disney, and Ron Howard set to executive produce the series alongside Kasdan, Wendy, and I think he's also going to be the director too. I think, if I remember correctly, Ron Howard. So let's look at some of these scenes. We're going to look at couple of these scenes. Hopefully, this shows. Come on. Okay, so we have some really cool backgrounds, really cool shots. And the child destined to become the Empress. So that is the baby that Warwick Davis had in the movie. Oh man, I'm blanking on her name, but he had to bring her to safety to another realm, pretty much, in that movie. So this is the Empress now. Let's see. Warwick Davis looking awesome, and they did some references to the villain, one of the villains, actually a couple villains, to the original movie. Okay, there's Warwick Davis, awesome. I think he's like 50, I think. There's Sorsha, okay, which is awesome. So there's like this. I think there's like at the end there's like 5 characters. So that's one of them. I think it's this big guy. Yeah, it's this big dude right here. I think he's kind of taking like the Val Kilmer role, from what I'm seeing. But I also see, I think this is the Empress, and then you have these 2 ladies right here. They look like thieves or assassins or rogues or something. And then he's probably a prince or thief. I think I remember him from Spider-Man, if I remember correctly. He's one of the characters from Spider-Man. So let's get into a little bit more. Yeah, so he was from Spider-Man. I remember him, yeah. I don't know these 2, but yeah, I do remember him from Spider-Man. He was like the pseudo-bully who became a fan. I think that's the Empress. I don't know who's playing the Empress. Yeah, that's the Empress. Or I don't even know what to call her anymore. Just like I think soon to be Empress, if you want to call it like that. There she is. I'm guessing that's the love interest for her. There's a fight occurring right here. Really cool shot. There's some really cool like monsters and creatures. Like look at this thing with a cage. It looks like something from like Resident Evil 4. Remember those scary fucking things? Good God. Okay, so they're traveling. There's some really cool like fantasy like elements and shots, and it looks great. I mean, it look. Oh God, not her. Oh fucking God. She's from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I fucking hated her character. Hopefully she's better in this, but god damn, I fucking hated her guts. Okay, they're surrounded by some bandits of sorts. Okay, so that's one of the wand. Okay, let me look back a little bit. Okay, so the wand I think that's from the first movie. Yeah. Oh no, Willow actually had the wand. I think. I think that's Willow's wand. Yeah, but somebody else looks like somebody else is using it, or that might. I'll have to look at the film just to check because I don't remember. I'm blanking on it. Maybe the villains. Yep. Okay. So he was another character from Willow as well. Okay. They're fighting on top of there. Okay, so I guess they're gonna have a band together, and oh, these are the trolls from. So there was like I think one or two trolls in Willow. So they're bringing like they encounter like a whole tribe of them or something. Um, okay, let's see. Burning a painting. Oh god, she's gonna be a recurring character too. Okay. Being chased by some monster, and then it turns into like a crow or something. And then there's like, oh yeah, I remember those. Okay, they're from Willow as well. Okay, I remember the tiny people. They're like even tinier than them. And then this really nice shot. That's pretty cool. So I'm curious to see how this TV series does and how many episodes it'll be. I'm not seeing anything right now. Let me just look at this. Okay, Erin Kellyman as Jade, a knight in training, and Kit's best friend. Ellie Bamber as Dove, a kitchen maid. Tony Oh, yeah. He played as the, okay, he's another one. Amar Chadba Patel. So that must be this guy right here. Pretty tall dude. As a thief who's offered freedom from prison if he assists the group. Cool. And Joanne, well, yep, a recurring character. And Rosebell, okay. Queen and mother of Tony, alright. Interesting. Okay, so I'm not seeing any information about how many episodes. I guess we'll find out. But I'm excited for this. This is going to be awesome. I loved it. I love the movie, so we'll see how they do with the TV series. But I'm excited, and let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to please like this video, subscribe to my channel, Django Fett, if you haven't already. And wanted to do a special video just on this trailer alone. Definitely check out the trailer if you can as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.